Senator Michael Opeyemi Bamidele MOB on Tuesday stormed the National Secretariat on All Progressive Congress (APC) with a large supporters as he picked form to vow for the Ekiti Gubernatorial election. The lawmaker, who currently represents Ekiti South senatorial seat, was accomplished by 21 senators to pick the form that he was in the race in Ekiti, not just to add value to governorship but put a scientific touch to addressing challenges that confront today's administrators. He said that he has traversed the various arms of government and believes he has all that is required to improve the situation of the masses of Ekiti. Senator Opeyemi Bamidele, accordingly, he said that the administration would run on the Actrop's Acts, focusing on health and human services, education and economy, advancement of the state, agricultural and mineral development, rural and infrastructural development, transformation of youth and women.
But like I said, Ekiti today is privileged to have a governor who understands the language of democracy and development. I believe we have a governor who believes so much also in the principle of internal party democracy. If it was the wish of our governor to anoint an aspirant, or if it was the wish of our party to have an aspirant anointed, they will not be organizing or preparing to hold the party primaries. Neither would they be asking people to come and spend 22,500,000 naira to come and buy form. They just would have said, this is the candidate of the party by consensus. But that is not what is happening. I do not believe that His Excellency Governor Opeyemi has anointed a candidate. I believe that other people are probably interested in dropping the name of the governor, and time will tell. I believe this is going to be a very serious race, and I also believe that what is important is for each aspirant to go back and discuss with the members of the party and reach a covenant with the members of the party, covenant of service, covenant of commitment to the ideals, to the manifesto of the party, and to show that he also understands what is actually pinching our people in their shoes. I, again, want to emphasize the fact that I'm not in this race alone. By the grace of God, I have the support of many people in Ekiti, including a good number of the leaders of our party, some of whom are here today. Again, I also believe that Ekiti election is the only election in the country where you have primary election by the 22nd of January, where you also have general election by the 18th of June. So it's an election that the party itself is interested in. It's an election that the international community will also watch and observe and see what is happening. I really don't think there will be a basis. I've come here today with 21 of my colleagues from the Senate who felt there was a need for them, to come here with me and identify with my aspiration because they know the kind of person I am. And just less than 24 hours ago, at about this time yesterday, I believe, a group of concerned Ekiti professionals came into my office at the National Assembly to visit me. And they presented me with a draft, a bank manager's check in the sum of 22,500,000 naira, that I was going to use to buy the form here. Because they said to me, even if you can afford this amount, we decided to contribute it ourselves within less than 1 week to give to you to identify with your aspiration. So I believe it's going to be a popular race, and it's a collective aspiration on the part of many people, and there is no room for name dropping. The relationship between His Excellency Governor Opeyemi and I would say very succinctly, extremely cordial. It is a cordial relationship. And I emphasize again, our governor understands the purport of internal party democracy. You cannot stop people from dropping the governor's name. The governor has not told anybody, this is who I am supporting. And if I know Governor Opeyemi well enough, and I believe I do, I don't see him coming out at any point. Even if I were to be his own chosen candidate or anointed candidate, the best he can do is to have sympathy for me. He still will not have raised my hand to say this is the anointed candidate. So we are not there yet. You know, it's too early for anybody to begin to say I am the anointed candidate of the governor. And I understand politics better than, you know, being upset, you know, by such a claim by some people who just want to drop name. And with respect to the mode of primaries, I will say to you, I am open to any form of primary election. As a member of the 9th National Assembly, we have indicated, you know, a preference for direct primaries. We have passed a bill. The bill is awaiting the decision of Mr. President. We mean well for the country. I also believe that Mr. President means well for the country. Mr. President also said, when he was being sworn in for the second term, that part of his legacy will be to leave an enduring and credible electoral law behind for this country. You know, if Mr. President chooses to sign, I'm sure he will also tell the country why he has chosen to, sign the bill. If, on the other hand, for whatever reason he chooses not to sign, I believe he will also have his reason. But as a senator, we have done our job, and I believe that Mr. President, who is being awaited by the nation to take a decision, also means well for the country, and he will take a decision based what he thinks is in the best interest of this country.